Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of GameIQ, episode 2. Gents, I'd like to say sorry for we're not posting a lot. Yeah, we were busy, all of us, student life. Yeah, but we're here, second episode. Gents, what do we think? How do we feel, second episode?
I feel good, and we haven't been posting a lot, but from now on, I feel like we're gonna have the consistency. If everyone agrees here that we're gonna have the consistency and always be posting and keeping you guys updated.
Yeah, gents, what do you think? Second episode.
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's the prediction. The prediction the episode's gonna be fire.
Yeah,
Gift.
I think it's going to be okay. Yeah. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we have hot topics today to talk about. Yeah.
Plus, guys, this is Gift's first episode. Last episode, he was cameraman. I think you heard him. He was laughing. There was a point in the video, he was laughing. But yeah, this is his first episode.
Yeah.
So, gents, for episode 2, we have a lot to discuss. First game we want to discuss is PSG versus Arsenal, Champions League final. My favorite team, PSG. We have to rep the team, PSG. We told you Arsenal are not gonna win. We told you. Second game, South Africa versus Nicaragua, and then also wanted us just to talk about Brazil and Panama. I know maybe you might not have watched it, but it's very interesting to see what happened with Brazil and Panama. Yeah. But yeah, let's start with PSG versus Arsenal. 1-1 draw. PSG won Champions League final in the penalty shootout. Gabriel missing the penalty, and I'm so happy he missed the penalty. That's the best way for Arsenal to lose Champions League after what that guy was doing throughout the season. And Eze as well, missing penalties. Yeah, so Chance, what do you think about the game, Arsenal versus PSG?
Let's first talk about the first half of what happened between Arsenal and PSG.
Yeah.
Arsenal started off attacking in the first 5 minutes, then Martinelli got the goal. After Martinelli, was it Martinelli?
No.
Yeah.
It was Kai Havertz, yeah.
Kai Havertz, those two kind of look similar. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
After Kai Havertz got the goal, Arsenal started with a defensive setup, and PSG couldn't get past Arsenal setup. In my point of view, when I watched the game, PSG was dominating when it comes to tactics. I think Arteta did good with his tactics in the first half.
Yeah, I think that's how it actually played out, because I think PSG are very, very lethal when it comes to attacking. Counter attacks, they are very, very lethal. So I think Arsenal, when they played a low ball of defending all the time, giving PSG the ball and the position, I think PSG was very, very. They were not at their prime.
I think that was really the tactic for Arsenal. Because company said it after the Bayern versus PSG game, that there's only two approaches you can approach PSG with. It's either you go all out attack or you go full defense against PSG.
Yeah, I think.
And Arsenal, we know their attack is not the best attack in the world. They were starting Saka, Odegaard, Trossard, and Havertz. That's not one of the greatest attacks. But defensive-wise, you have Mosquera, you have Saliba, you have Gabriel, you have Hincapié. So obvious, their approach was first 5 minutes, let's get the goal after the defend.
I feel like this match was the difference between the best attack in the whole world versus the best defense in the whole world.
True.
And to be honest, I'm not gonna be prejudiced or nothing. Arsenal was supposed to win that game, in my point of view, because the way they were handling these wingers, Boma, this guy's name, Kravas.
Kvaratskhelia,
that guy.
Even Dembele was not.
He wasn't performing. Dembele had to come sometimes drop deep, because where he was too compact, and the defenders were compact. And as soon as the wingers got the ball, they always had two people pressing them. The wingers for Arsenal kept on coming back to also help with the defense.
I think, with my viewpoint, I think PSG were going to win the game always. They were always going to win the game. Even though Arsenal got that first goal, but no one was like a wow factor from Arsenal. Or they didn't have that player that could drag them to the final end.
But the defense was good.
The defense was good. But thing is, when you defend a whole 90 minutes, someone is going to make a mistake. And we saw it with Mascara. Mascara made a mistake. You know, when you go up against Kavic, it's gonna be a long day for you, you know. And he made a mistake in the box. What happened? Penalty.
Now I feel like also like the referee. Okay,
No,
let's not talk. Okay,
you can't talk about the ref because also remember Saka's handball in the box.
That's a ball to end. That's a ball to
Yeah.
end. That's good refereing. I'm just saying that how can they give that penalty or not give the penalty that happened at the other end? Who was it? Motiwik. That was the exact
No, it was Sam.
That was
It was
not
Sam.
it was Motiwik.
Madueke, it was not a penalty.
That was a penalty. I'm telling you.
Did you see?
I saw that ball.
Did you see what what happened?
Yeah.
Nuno Madueke is the one that held Nuno Mendes. That's why it was not a penalty. If it was Nuno Mendes that held him and pulled him back,
If
it
you
would
can
have
check
been a penalty.
his hand was like this.
Yes, exactly.
And he was pulling him down.
Exactly.
So
The
that's
winger
why
was
it's not a
wanted.
penalty.
And I feel the ref made a good decision because you saw that the winger wanted that penalty.
Yeah.
Even though Nuno Mendes was shaky against Madueke, but that was not a penalty. And the referee did well that whole game. Because usually in the Premier League, those chances that Arsenal gets, it's always a pen. It's always going to be a pen. But Champions League, they saw, now we're going to be tough with you guys.
Okay.
We're not going to allow.
We can all agree like PSG winning that game was luck.
No.
I think it was luck. If you check the first half, PSG never had a shot on target.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's the stats, Fitz. So, the whole game, Arsenal had 25%
Yes.
possession. PSG had 75% possession. Expected goals, PSG 1.72. Arsenal 0.51.
Yes.
That is less than 1% chance of you
I
guys
can explain
scoring.
why.
Explain.
You cannot talk about expected goals when a team is defending. Arsenal was the point. It wasn't about the possession; it was about defending. Every time they got the ball, they were running and losing the ball, and PSG kept on coming, but they weren't doing anything effective with those things. The only thing that came that was effective was that penalty. Without that penalty, they would have lost the game long time ago.
But Fred will also understand,
Like-
Ogochi, you can't defend the 1-0.
What's Lee said, ne?
Yeah.
If you keep on defending, a mistake will always be there.
Mm.
Whether you like it or not. You can say Gabriel is the best. He can fight for Arsenal,
Yeah.
but he also has mistakes.
Did he make any mistake that game? Like if you check his
Unfortunately,
But-
he didn't make the mistake,
Yeah,
but
but
Mascara
Sam-
made it.
Yeah.
because Mestera, like he's not. I'm sure he's not used to that pressure. And
But
that
any
big
other-
games like
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
But any other player would have made that mistake.
When PSG is coming, it makes you to
Exactly.
to be under that attack.
Pressure.
You know, you lose that pressure where you say, you know, I have my calmness now. But when they come, you don't know how to think. Sometimes the ball is this side, Vitinha is there. You'll never know who's gonna shoot.
Exactly.
But Vitinha, they closed him off, to be honest.
No ways.
They closed him off in that game. He kept
Did
on
you see how
making
many
back
passes?
passes.
Did you see how many passes he made that game?
I think it was 100 and something.
We made almost the same amount of passes as Arsenal's whole entire team.
Oh yeah, yo, dog, they're trying to explain
He was
every time.
playing.
Arsenal did
Vitinha-
not have the ball. PSG had the ball. That's why they didn't have like that much.
That's why I'm saying PSG were going to win it. Even if Arsenal can go in and play all defensive football. We know PSG's attack is lethal. What are you gonna do against Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele? What are
Okay,
you
sir,
gonna do?
you're talking about the attack being lethal. How many non-penalty goals did they have that game?
How many non? I don't know how many non.
Zero.
Zero.
They had 0 non-penalty goals
How many
that
touches
game.
did they have in the box?
I'm sorry, they had lots of touches.
42 touches in the box. Arsenal 16.
But then I think Arsenal really played well because playing against PSG and be able to hold them off for that long, I think it was.
That strategy was good.
It was a good strategy
strategy.
because you cannot go head to head with PSG. PSG is a very.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Hard.
So for Arsenal, unfortunately, they didn't win, but then they really tried their best.
And I feel like we also, like, Arteta's football, it's the most predictable football. You know, score, goal, defend. That's what he does. Even against Manchester City, when we play Man City, it's the same thing. Score, goal,
Yeah.
defend.
I feel like
And even Pep also knows. He knows what if they're going to defend, put players in the box and they make chances. Someone's going to make a mistake. You can't defend forever. You get me? But if we continue mentioning the other stats for the game, yeah? Because you can tell it's a very heated debate, guys. This was you see the two Arsenal fans that wanted Arsenal to win.
I'm not an Arsenal fan.
But they
But you wanted
that to win.
Arsenal to win.
Yeah, as I told you guys, like I really like when the underdogs win because it's going to be PSG.
PSG can't always be winning. I'm sure they have
At least Arsenal to win, yeah, and UCL.
Arsenal already won something.
Yeah,
I
they won
want
the
to-
Premier
won the
League.
league.
How?
After how long?
How?
They won it.
At least even the UCL.
So what?
I think PSG
Now-
deserved it based off the team that they had to
They
go
played,
against.
yeah.
They had to play Abu Bayern. You imagine going against Bayern and you were able to beat them. That's the second best for me in the Champions League. Second best team you could play against.
Yeah,
Arsenal
I
had
thought-
Arsenal had Abu Sporting. Who else did they play against?
Atletico
Some
Madrid.
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid is fine.
Yeah, but not that much.
They're not the greatest. I think they came out fourth in La Liga. It shows
wow.
which it was not a good season for them.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
So yeah, chance. But here are the stats. Like I said, 1.72 expected goals or GA, and then Arsenal had 0.51 expected GA. Total shots 21 for PSG, 7 for Arsenal. Shots on target 4 for PSG, 1 for Arsenal.
Which is the goal.
You see, touches in the opposition's box 42, and then Arsenal 16. Big chances 3 PSG, 1 Arsenal. So when you look at the stats, they're already telling you that here was the team that was meant to win.
Right.
You can tell you. And then big chances missed 2 for PSG, 0 for Arsenal. So it just shows Arsenal shoots, we just defended. We done it live. Done it live. And then accurate passes, 809 passes by PSG. Guess how many passes Arsenal had? I can tell you it's less than 200. Accurate passes, less than 200.
199.
How many?
Okay, me, if I can guess, I would just say 120.
120.
Under 200.
This is under 200. This is 120 under 200. This guy.
And then you just decided 120. Yeah.
What do you think?
Probably it's 180 or 90, somewhere there.
So the closest here was Gift. He said 199.
Yeah.
It was 196.
I-
So they had 69% accurate passes. So you see, Arsenal were gonna. But the physical battles, they actually beat PSG.
Yeah, obvious.
Because distance covered was Arsenal, they had the most with 1,406.2 kilometers compared to PSG's, which was, I think, 3 below. So you can tell, even what you call this, the running, PSG had 85 kilometers run, and then Arsenal had 94.6 kilometers run. So you can see, physical battle, Arsenal want to always win it.
Obvious.
It's a physical team,
Yeah.
very physical, but ball work. You know
Not nah.
PSG, fine.
Not nah.
You have Abu Jao Neves in front, PSG, Vitinha.
Yeah, their midfield is strong.
Yeah, the midfield is very, very strong from PSG. Yeah.
Too much. Oh, yeah, the only player I can give like a shout out to from Arsenal is Declan Rice. He actually fought for their team.
Yeah.
That's one I can say. That's the captain for Arsenal, not Odegaard.
Because he was all over the pitch.
Yeah, he was fighting for the team.
That's very for the team.
Odegaard, Arsenal's captain, Mark. Imagine your own captain got subbed out in the 67th minute. Captain,
He
someone
was
that's
not
supposed to
He
be captain
was,
of the
he
team.
wasn't in the game.
Yeah, he was in the game.
Yeah.
Even
So-
I think Saka too.
Saka.
Yeah, Saka was also.
Saka
yeah,
was-
it wasn't as lethal as it usually is.
But I feel like this season for Saka hasn't been the best season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no one like if you don't put Saka, who else? There's
No
one-
need.
Noni made work.
He
was
played
the
way
best.
better.
Yeah.
He played way better.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's not used to. Is he used to? Is this his first Champions League?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it's his first
Champions League
so-
final. Yeah.
So,
But he has experience. He played conference. It's something.
The conference.
He played
Conference League,
conference.
Champions League final.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Champions
yeah.
League final is the second biggest final in the whole world.
But
Yeah.
it's a final.
It's
and
a final.
It means something.
Yeah.
It brings experience and I think confidence.
Confident.
Yeah.
I think they
You should have left him to fight for the team.
Who?
Who's this guy?
Noni Madueke?
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about this.
Odegaard.
Odegaard.
Odegaard must be outside.
Yeah.
And then you should have put it someone else.
They forgot Eze.
Oh, Eze.
And Eze played way better than him.
Yeah, better, but not like. What was his rating of the game?
Eze's rating for the game was 6.0.
6 point.
Odegaard was 6.6, but if you watch the game,
like, if you watch the game, like Eze, like when he came in, he was just in the game, like he didn't do anything special, to be honest. He was just in the game.
Odegaard was not in the game. He was in the game, but he was not in the game.
Yeah, I think if they put him way earlier, it would have made a difference. Because I think Eze and Madueke, they have a great combination, and I think there was an opportunity that they tried to do in the second half, but then Havertz, I think he shooted the ball wide.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think it was a good 1-2. Yeah.
You see, that's what I was saying. With Arsenal, at least if they had 2 goals up, as when I say a Champions League is yours, I don't think PSG will recover from 2.
Yeah.
But one is too dangerous for
feel like-
PSG. It's too dangerous.
Because that thing of attacking PSG is very dangerous. Because if you attack PSG, as soon as they get the ball and go on the counters, it's try for you.
Because PSG, they attack with all the team,
With
all the players. Only 2 will be left at the back.
In Kvaratskhelia, you cannot mark Kvaratskhelia one-on-one.
Next.
You can't. And these wingers, you do it.
Hakimi,
and
there's
even
Hakimi, there's Nuno.
And I also saw with the PSG's tactics that when they put their centre backs at the back, but the full backs, they go in
always-
front, in front of the strikers there. Then they'll be just in the box.
But
I
I
see
feel
most
like
of the game.
that's for like Hakimi. Hakimi is the one that does. He's the box crash.
Yeah, the box.
Because usually with Luis Enrique, he deploys a what we call as a rest defense. So a rest defense is 3 at the
Three
back,
at the back,
which is usually Marquinhos, Pacho, and Mendes, because obviously those are the best defenders you have. And if let's say Mendes goes up, it's usually gonna be Neves that's gonna stay back, maybe, or Vitinha stays back, so that there's always balance.
It's always balanced in the team.
Yeah.
Because I saw in that game, if you can watch the game, like if you watch the game carefully, you can see that the full backs are mostly forward, especially Hakim. It's mostly forward.
I think all of the games, Hakimi is always forward.
Yeah, all of the games.
And he's always in the box.
Yeah. I think for him, with Hakimi, he's more of he provides more for the team up forward than at the back. Because Hakimi is not the best when it comes to 1v1s.
Yeah.
He's good, but it's not the best like Nuno Mendes. Like you saw Nuno Mendes throughout the Champions League, he was looking like last season. Remember, he was looking Abu Saka, Salah. Who else did he lock up again? Lamine Yamal. So then he was doing a lot.
Also, like with the PSG fullbacks, like, they're fast enough to be able to do that. Like their speed to them to go forward and lose the ball. Mendes would just see Mendes coming in full speed, coming back.
So obviously, you see, PSG was like Arsenal were honestly playing the best team in the world. So there's no hard feelings for losing against PSG.
But I
It's
feel like
understandable.
both of the managers in the final, those are one of the best managers in the world right now. Right now, those two they're the best. Even if Arteta's football is kind of boring to watch, like sometimes you sleep watching that football. Most boring football, but his tactics are actually good, but just boring football.
Because they work.
And not because they work, because I'm only defending. That thing is big.
But you will always take something that works for you because now you win the league.
True, they're winning.
I think Pep Guardiola really taught Arteta.
Pep does not teach around football.
No, like not about the around football, how to manage a team. I think like he got his inspiration. Remember he was at Man City as I think as a sub coach or an assistant coach. And I think that he didn't take some things from Pep, but Pep taught him like football is an overall and how to manage players.
Yeah.
To Arteta's success, I think Pep Guardiola is a very pivotal player. The pivotal person in Arteta's life, let me just say.
I think Pep as well, he has inspired a lot of coaches. You see players like Company. Company's football is heavily inspired by Pep's football. He is like one of the best, I can say one of the best Pep disciples we have. If it's not him, we have Enzo Maresca. I'm still not convinced with him, but he's okay. What he did at Chelsea was proper. So we'll see. You said your favorite Arteta is one of the best coaches
In the world.
in the world. So I think he can be, but I don't. For me, because of the style of football he plays, I would never call him like one of the best. Right now, I'd call Company one of the best. Yeah. So what Company has done to Abu Kane and Udise. These guys are hitting 50 GA.
No, but
Who expected Abu Kane and Abu Olise to hit 50 GA in one season?
Yeah,
And Luis Diaz as well.
you can also say like they play in a farmers league.
Not a fair.
Bayern is always gonna win. Let me just say.
Because they
in Germany,
dominate.
there's a lot of
There's no competition. Dortmund is now fell off. RB Leipzig ever since Alonso left, he hasn't been the same. So obviously they're gonna score a lot of goals because they're the best team and they're playing against.
But the thing is, they're not only showing it in the Bundesliga, they're also showing it in Champions League. You saw what they did to Atalanta.
Now I'm talking about the GA. Why the GA is like so high? Because they score so many goals in the Bundesliga. Because it's kind of like a farmers league that gives the GA high, make it high.
But you can't blame Bayern for it.
Let's take Harry Kane for example. Harry Kane is a very veteran player. He's old. But then for an old player to produce so many goal appearances, it means that the team is coordinating.
The tactics are.
I'm not talking saying that was this Harry Kane is not doing good. He's doing good. I'm just saying that the league is not like very serious for me.
Okay, so if you had to rank leagues, how would you rank them?
But we all know that what's this Premier League is the best league in the world.
Yeah.
Then it's La Liga, obviously.
But La Liga, you can also call it a farmers league, to be honest.
How when there's Real Madrid and Barcelona?
Exactly, it's only Real Madrid and
And
Barcelona.
also when you say check Atletico Madrid is
Atletico
also
Madrid also
competing.
competing.
Sevilla is also
Sevilla's
competing.
also
Sevilla's not competing.
Atletico Bilbao is also competing.
Okay, gents, let me ask.
Yeah.
When did Atletico Madrid win La Liga?
They never win because
They only do in 2021.
Yeah, okay.
Before then, it was only Real Madrid and Barcelona winning the league.
if you can
Other
check,
than those three, there's no other team that's won.
let's check a simple thing. Real Madrid and Barcelona have a chance of getting quality players every time.
Sure.
So teams like Atletico Madrid or Sevilla, they don't have that much power to get those kind of players. Barcelona has La Masia. They create their own players. Real Madrid has that amount of money
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
you
players.
say that. Let your boy to say academy.
No, I wouldn't say it's a academy, but they have
The Fabrica is actually a good academy. They make money from the
You see.
players.
But the pivotal players in Real Madrid right now is not from the academy.
Thing is, Real Madrid,
Yeah, Vinicius is not from the academy.
Real Madrid, you know, the ideology of Real Madrid is
Man.
it's Galacticos.
Yeah.
They're not gonna use academy players, but the academy players are good. Look at Nico Paz. What he's doing in Syria.
Yeah, that guy is good.
That is good, man. You have Nico Paz. Who else is there? The one from Sporting, Ivan Fresneda as well. He's doing well that side. You wanna bring him back? They have good players, bro. But thing is, you know Real Madrid how it is. You wanna prioritize star players over academy players.
But
So,
then I think La Liga, you won't say that it's a farmers league, but then there's a competition there.
Yeah.
Competition is very high because you can see teams like Barcelona losing 4-0.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I think we pivoted from the actual topic. Let's talk about the Arsenal.
But it's proper.
Yes,
It's
it's
proper.
proper. I know it's proper. But just I have one thing to talk about the penalty shootout. How do you guys feel about Arteta trusting a defender to take the fifth penalty of a penalty shootout?
For me, I don't think it's the thing of Arteta trusted the player to
Trusting you.
take the penalty. I think the other players were afraid to take it.
No. Yeah.
Because look, you had players like Noni Madueke. Why didn't Noni Madueke take a penalty? Was Harvard there for the penalty as well? You got subbed out.
Subbed out.
But you have Victor Yokeres. If Victor Yokeres was there,
Yeah,
he didn't take a penalty.
He
took.
He took.
and
He took
he
a penalty.
scored. Yeah.
Oh, you scored,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was easy.
Fede, you have Eze, okay. But you have Noni Madueke, you could have taken. Did Gabriel Martinelli take?
Gabriel Martinelli.
If I can remember. I don't remember him taking.
Yeah, the game was on Friday though, like.
Yeah, but if you have those players who could have taken it, I feel like they were afraid to take the penalty.
Yeah, I feel like-
because obviously it's your first Champions League pressures there. You're at PSG's crowd because remember the penalty was given to PSG's crowd, and you know how French fans are. Those guys are crazy.
But I also feel like what's this? Gabriel is so used to clearing the ball. I'm not sure.
But you never know. If you can
You
check.
can't- if they test him like when you test a player, you test him in a Premier League game. You can't test him in the Premier League. I mean the Champions League final, penalty shootout. You go.
But
take
things
a-
changed.
Penalty
You go take a penalty.
it's a 50-50 chance.
I don't know 50-50. Like
It
it's a
is.
50-50 it's a 50-50
It's
chance.
a 50-50
like,
chance.
obviously, the 50-50 chance is if the player hits it like toward the goal ball on target. Then the keeper has to choose a side. that's when it's 50-50. Not when the player hits it to Motherland, to the Galaxies
So-
there. That's not a 50-50 chance.
Let's talk about simple thing. Gabriel missed the last penalty.
Yeah.
There's someone who missed the first penalty
Yes.
before him.
No, it was Eze and Gabriel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying
saying
it was
that-
before him.
Yeah.
He kicked the penalty.
Yeah.
Already the pressure was already on him.
Yeah.
So he had to make a choice.
Yeah.
It was not his choice to kick it outside.
Yeah,
But
wasn't
he-
his choice. Yeah.
the main thing was putting pressure behind the ball.
That
You know,
one.
kicking with that power. So that was his mentality. But the ball didn't go where he
Yeah,
wanted.
that's what I'm saying. That Arteta, like, the whole game, his tactics were going until the penalty shootout. You can't put a defender.
I don't think
No,
you can't
no.
blame Arteta. A
You can't
penalty,
blame-
with penalties. It's you have to take the responsibility as a player to say I'm gonna
Yeah.
go take a
What
penalty.
do you mean?
I can't tell you as a coach. I want you to go take a
You
penalty.
can, because if you
can't.
check some
You
some
can't.
penalty shootouts, coaches some shoot the
Okay.
people that they just
Yeah,
want
you
to
can
take
plan
it.
to-
Like Ramos for PSG. That guy only came in just to take a penalty.
No, but you have to understand that you can plan for penalties, but the situation when penalties occur, it's different. Remember when you are training penalties, you're in a controlled environment. My Champions League final, the coin toss didn't go your way. Already, that's another one of the influences already. You are going to PSG's crowd. That's another influence. Now you have to take in the pressure of taking a penalty. People are screaming
Yeah,
at you.
that's what I'm saying. A defender shouldn't be given such a responsibility like that. If at least if they put him, they should put him at the first penalty taker. Why did they have to put him
Let-
at the last
let
penalty
me ask
taker?
you something.
James, you have so much pressure like that.
But
I
why
want
would
you
you
to
put
ask
him
me
at the
something.
first penalty?
The first penalty is better because
If he
it
misses,
doesn't-
you're
it doesn't-
putting pressure on other players.
yeah, putting pressure on other players that are attackers, that would be better than putting a pressure on a defender that's used to clearing balls. I'm sure he was clearing that ball.
So let's talk about something. If you are a coach and you choose a player to kick a penalty, and then that player missed it, who are we going to play?
The coach of the play.
You blame the player.
Why?
Why? Because the coach was the one
He's
who
the one that
chose.
chose.
The player didn't choose himself.
So when Arteta doesn't choose, we blame Arteta.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, like, if it's an attack, we blame the player because he's an attacker. That's his job. An attacker's job is to score. A defender's job is
Okay.
to take the ball. and
But you
keep
can
it.
also,
If you are a
train a
person-
defender to score. Look at players like Sergio Ramos. He used to take penalties for Real Madrid.
Yeah, he used to take
And
constantly.
he's a
He didn't take
defender.
his first penalty in a Champions League final.
Yeah, but you have to. If the other players don't want to do
Gabriel,
it,
how many penalties has Gabriel taken?
it's not about how many.
It's not
they
about
take.
how
It's
many,
about-
it's
it's about-
about
If
you
the players
taking
don't want to
the
take
penalty.
it, take responsibility. You
Yeah.
are one of the
Yeah.
captains of the team.
So he
You
must
have to
take responsibility for the loss also.
He's gonna take it, and he is already taking it as he is the one that made, not him, but they lost the penalties because when he missed, obviously it was shy for them. But if Noni Madueke doesn't want to take it, who else is gonna take it? Because everyone else is taking it. You have to take the responsibility and say, I'm gonna take the penalty for the team.
Even keepers can take those. That
Exactly.
responsibility.
Keepers also take the responsibility of saying, I wanna go take the penalty.
Okay, maybe the way I feel.
Yeah, the way you feel.
The way I feel, and most people I feel like feel the same as me, is that defenders that shouldn't be taking their first penalty in a Champions League final. Maybe some other people agree with them, saying that defenders, their first penalty should be in a Champions League final. But we can just agree to disagree.
Because with me, penalties, it's an uncontrolled environment.
Yeah.
If you miss, it happens. It's a 50-50, like you said.
Today we're gonna score it. Tomorrow we can miss
You
it.
can miss it. Like I remember Spain in the Euros. They literally had a session where they were training for penalties.
Obviously.
How many penalties did they miss? 3, and they trained for it. What does that say? Penalties are uncontrolled environment. You can train for it, but doesn't mean that's gonna be effective when it happens. Because when you are training for it, you can control the fans. There's no fans there, so you're doing it in a controlled environment. There's no pressure. You're with your teammates. You're just doing it for fun.
And now you are used to your goalkeeper,
Exactly.
not the other goalkeeper.
Exactly.
You don't know how the other
but-
goalkeeper thinking.
Arsenal has the best goalkeeper in the whole world. Like compared to that keeper for what that guy's name? I don't even know that guy's name.
PSG.
PSG's keeper.
Safanov.
Safanos. That guy, I don't think like it's a big downgrade from Donnarumma to that guy.
But
then
if you can check the penalties, some of the penalties he went to the right side, but it was so short to reach them.
Exactly.
So you can't say he's not that good in the penalties.
But David
I'm
If
just-
you are-
no,
let-
I'm not saying it's not that good. I'm
Let me
saying
just say
he's right.
something. If you are a player and then you see the other player kicking the penalty, and then the goalkeeper goes to the same side where the player is thinking, it's gonna give you a pressure like this goalkeeper knows where I'm gonna kick the penalty.
Exactly.
You see, that's why you're gonna miss a penalty. You have to change a side while you're going to kick. You have to check whether the goalkeeper is gonna go this side. If it takes the first step to your side, you have to change it to go to the other side, and probably gonna miss it.
And I think that's what happened with Gabriel. Probably
Yeah.
he was not decisive
Yeah.
on the way he wanted to take the
I
penalty.
feel like he should have gone for placement over power. It's easier said than done, I know. It's easier said than done, but he should have gone for placement over power.
He should have.
Maybe I was just trying to do a Maguire. You know when Maguire hit the top corner that time? Maybe I was trying to do that. But
Maybe.
not everyone has the skill. But I hope this is a learning lesson for Arteta. Gabriel, please leave the penalties before the penalties leave you. But okay.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Please leave the penalties and please let Arteta take the penalties. They say Arteta to say Gabriel asked to take the penalty.
Yeah, but you must also remember. Look at the subs that happened. Timbers came in 66 minutes. Martin.
Can you also tell us like
Zubamendi
who they
came
got
in.
in for?
Okay. So Urian Timber, right? He came in 66 minutes.
Yeah.
So he came in for Mosquera, right? Victor Gyökeres came in for who is it? For Odegaard. Gabriel Martinelli came in for ABC for Trossard. Eberechi Eze came in for Havertz, and Martin Zubamendi came in 91st minute for let me see for Miles Lewis Kelly.
Yeah,
So you can obviously see that the subs that were also made, it was a few defenders in. You have Martin Zubamendi defender, Urian Timber defender. So you can already see that's two defenders coming in of it.
You know,
So obviously there were more defenders than attackers on the field.
I think Zubimendi can play center defense.
Yeah, but I'm saying like for the penalty shootouts, it's like more defenders than
I
attackers.
feel like
When you talk about it.
I think Arteta thought like if they go to a penalty shootout, they definitely win for Arsenal because he thought like he had the best keeper in the whole world when it like comes to everything. Let me just say.
Yeah, but that thing is that's dangerous to rely on Uchi. You have the best goalkeeper.
But
Penalty shootout can tell you Uchi you have the best goalkeeper, but
I don't think the keeper Raya did the best, and I feel like if Raya was the second best Arsenal player on the field that day.
yeah, he was.
He did his best. There's nothing.
He was the best player on the field.
He made crucial saves.
According to Footmob, he got an 8.0.
He was the second best Arsenal player.
He was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, on the
According
pitch.
to Footmob, he got as 8.0.
Yeah, for me, like that guy, he tried his best. There's nothing else you can do. This guy, he put blood and tears for that team.
Yeah,
he
I feel
sacrificed everything for that.
He was the only player that I feel if it wasn't Declan Rice, it was Raya. Those two were the only players who I think didn't deserve to lose the final.
Yeah. It's not like you don't deserve. When you lose as a team.
Obviously, you lose as a
win
team, but
I don't feel like anyone should be saying when this guy deserves to lose, this guy deserves
no,
to
you
lose.
can't say that because you can see those two really fought for the team.
Yeah.
You can see those guys were playing for the team. I think the others still had fear, which were playing Champions League final. Except for Havertz. Havertz actually played properly.
Yeah.
I feel like the others, like Odegaard, a captain should be showing up in the final. He did not show up. Miles Lewis Kelly played okay. Hinkapi played okay. The centre backs, Gabriel, I don't like Gabriel, so I'll always say he deserves to lose. Saliba played well. And Mosquera played okay. But you see players like David Raya and Rice. That was Arsenal. They were carrying the team.
Yeah, I think even on the save that he made with Nuno Mendes, I think it gave Arsenal the confidence to maybe to go. But then unfortunately,
Even in the penalty shootouts, if you saw the saves David Raya was making,
If that guy, like even like this guy, who's the one that made the penalty in that left back one was Martin Cruzilla. He's
the left back,
the one that made the penalty for Arsenal.
Mosquera was something, so he wasn't there.
Who was it? No, we were not talking about the penalties now.
Or the one that made the mistake?
Yeah.
It was Mosquera.
Yeah, Mosquera. I feel like that guy, he flopped Arsenal so good. I don't even know why he just let that guy go. I don't know why he had to grab him and stuff. Once the blood beats you,
If he lets him go, he was gonna score.
there was other people there. It wasn't like it wasn't a one-on-one. There was other people in
But
the
thing is, you already passed to that player.
Yes, once the player passes you, why are you now in the box? You're being that rough in the box.
Think about it. If Mosquera lets him get past, right? What happens? Saliba has to go mark him.
Yes.
You leave Saliba to go mark him. Dembele is open. Let's say now Gabriel has to go mark Dembele. Due is open. If Due is not open, Vitinha is open, or Ruiz
there was
is
already
open.
people coming back like to help. But I feel like
They will be late.
It would be late, exactly.
But I feel like, okay, let me just say that he was a bit too rough in the box. Why is he doing all those things in the box? At least kick him outside the box. Why are you doing that? And you can see even Arteta saw his mistake. As soon as he did that, as soon as that happened, substituted.
But you can, he was
He
not
was
substituted.
exactly, I'm telling you.
He was not same time.
It wasn't seem like as soon as the kickoff went out, he was substituted.
Yeah,
Same
you were
time.
substituted because you knew that
That guy was
Kvaratskhelia
tired.
was going to get him a red
Yeah.
card. Because no, dog, you must remember Kvaratskhelia this season. Yeah, he's one of the reasons why PSG were in that final.
Yeah.
If you saw what he did against Bayern, he can tell you why they were in the final. So obvious player like Mosquera is going against Kavic. I don't think there's any fullback that can stop that guy. So he was going to make a mistake. Arsenal were playing man to man, whole park the bus, PSG attacking 24/7. If it was not him that was gonna make the mistake, and Kapi was gonna make a mistake, Gabriel was gonna make a mistake, Saliba was gonna make a mistake. So we can't say Mosquera should have kicked this guy outside the box, or he should have done this and that.
Okay, like,
They were
Just
going to
like-
score. That's what happened.
Just
You can't defend the whole 90 and tell me no.
Yeah.
No one is gonna score, especially a 1-0. Because you know what commentators say? They say 1-0 is the most dangerous score you can have as a football. In football,
Yeah.
it's the most dangerous score because after 1-0, you think you are fine. You pressure is down, 1-0 up, everything is fine. Once they score, pressure's back up.
Yes.
And now for the team that just scored, momentum is up for them.
Yeah.
They're gonna say,
let's
let's
gain momentum.
you see, now we have to score the second one. Second one, now it's embarrassing for you. It's ladies first. So that was gonna happen. Players like Kavicha, you can't say, they should have never kicked him. You can't stop this guy. You cannot stop this guy. He's not Saka, where you know, dribble, cutting, try to shoot.
But
A predictable player.
if you can
Kavicha
say
not
predictable, remember Robin. I'm just bringing you back to Robin. Robin was predictable. They always knew he was gonna catch and shoot, but as soon as they do that, it's chai for them.
He was doing that at an effective level. Saka
Yeah,
doesn't do that at an effective level.
Saka, the expectation that was put on him was too high, but what he's lived up to is not that much. Let me just
He's
say.
almost there.
And he's not almost there. Like the way the Arsenal fans were hyping him, they used to say he would be the best player in the whole world.
No,
Right
you
now,
see, that's the thing with Arsenal fans.
the
Arsenal
way-
fans are overdoing it.
The way they were hyping him up, I don't think he's lived up to that.
At the start, they hyped him up properly. We were saying he was a golden boy for Arsenal. And I also believed him because there were 2 good seasons he had where he was scoring goals, he was doing the assists, he was unpredictable. But now I think with Arsenal's adoption to more defensive football,
Yeah.
Saka's abilities have also been dropped. You see. So
I think it's even the strikers also because
Exactly.
you cannot every time when you put the ball in the box and the strikers always miss. I think it brings him down because
Exactly.
even if when you cut in you try to shoot it's like now you are playing alone now. Yeah.
I feel like what happened. Just in the Champions League final. But it's kind of dirty because now after they lost the Champions League final, almost the next day or something. after they lost the Champions League final, then they had to do a parade. No, most of the Arsenal fans didn't come to the parade because the England was the Champions League.
Yes.
But that thing they did them dirty. And why do the level of us, the celebration was 2 different things. Arsenal, we thought they were gonna be happy. They won the Premier League after a long time. Hey, but they were
Nah.
happy. But PSG, those ones they celebrated.
Yeah. Hey. But thing is obvious. Your parade is after Champions League. You are expecting to win the Champions League. Imagine you're gonna do a parade after losing the Champions League. Obvious as a fan, you're gonna feel it here. Even though you want the Prem, but obvious
Just
Champions League is like the main priority. You're gonna feel it here when you are there. They're like Premier League, in the heart, you're like, oh. We could have had a Champions League.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
these PSG fans are real hooligans. They put a car on top of the.
And our PSG do
And
that.
they did too much. I was
I
like,
fast does the most when it comes to celebrations.
Yeah, the celebrations were crazy.
It's like it was no more celebration. Like, there was fire. I was like, hey, this is a celebration for real.
That would have been Kaiser Chiefs if they won.
Well, that will never happen. So you guys can forget about it.
We can forget about it. we won't shoot for the next 30 years.
Sorry for the
But actually,
for the-
now,
I just collected your second star.
Yeah,
I have another one to collect next season.
Maka, you saw the parade. The Sundowns, there was no one.
No, because Sundowns has the few fans who are loyal. If you can check when Sundowns is playing, most of the fans that they are there are mostly Pirates and Chiefs who are there to mean just to Sundowns to lose. You see that thing?
Hate watch.
Yeah, it's a hate watch. So now, since Pirates won, maybe they will just drop their act and just be normal. At least they won the league.
I know
Like, if our editor can clip it,
Yeah.
if you could see Sundowns parade, they were going with, the parade bus,
Yeah.
on the street, you'd see 5 fans. 5 here, maybe 6 there.
But
I see parade more.
It was not a very good.
Now, if you can check, South Africa is not like.
yes, they were getting off topic, guys. A bit off topic.
Nah, it's not a bit of topic. We are talking about football. Yeah. So if you can check, the football of South Africa and Europe is not the same.
Yeah,
People from around here, they don't follow that much of a football.
true.
But when you go to Europe, football is like their daily life. Someone can just come from work just now, and then there's a game right now, and just take everything and go to the stadium. But if you can check in South Africa, we don't meet those requirements for everybody to just go to watch every game that's happening in this area.
I feel like that one will share its own topic. That one is a nice topic we should share. We
Yeah.
do that one. But here, like from the Arsenal versus PSG game, there are some facts I wanted to read out so that people can know and then we can discuss about those facts. And always. So the entire Arsenal team, the entire Arsenal midfield combined 196 passes. That was completed passes. One player from PSG, Vitinha, completed 141 passes, which was a 94% accuracy. And you attempted 150, but only 141 were completed. So what do you guys think about that? One midfielder by himself, Vitinha, almost completed the same amount of passes as Arsenal. What does that tell us about the level of Vitinha as a player? Like, I want to talk about Vitinha. I feel like we don't discuss Vitinha enough, guys. Vitinha is...
Vitinha is a core player, and as I say, like sometimes it's not only about the players, it's about the coach, how the coach uses the player. I think at Wolves, that coach didn't know how to use Vitinha.
Yeah, that's
And
a
I feel
sad
like, yeah, I feel like Luis Enrique changed Vitinha's life and changed him from an average player to a world-class player, and that's what he is today. So for Vitinha, I can also put some of the gratitude to the coach for using him right.
I feel like Vitinha is an exceptional midfielder, guys. Like when you watch Vitinha, you say, this is football.
Yeah.
This is football. You see the way he moves with the ball. Oh, that guy just slides. Even the way he dribbles, it's not like the normal dribbling style what I'm trying to take you on. His dribbling is to make space. Then he fires a pass. Vitinha is something else. Guys, imagine completing 141 passes.
That was impressive.
Yeah, the creativity in Vitinha is very, very good.
Very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Because he can even shoot outside the box. I think he's a complete midfielder.
Yeah.
He can do anything. Even under pressure, he's just very relaxed and just, yeah.
I also wanted to discuss Vitinha in that final broke Xavi Hernandez's record for the most passes completed in the Champions League final. So you can see this guy is a special player. He's a special player. And another record that was broken in the Champions League final was Arsenal had the lowest percentage, lowest possession. Arsenal had the lowest possession of 25%,
This guy-
which was broken by Arsenal themselves. Imagine Arsenal broke their own record.
They broke their own record.
Yeah, so in 2006, Arsenal were playing against Barcelona and they had 24% possession. They came here to this final again, doing the same nonsense that they thought they were gonna win the league, the Champions League with,
And
25%,
they
and then they lost and they broke their own record.
But with that time when the other time when they got, who was the coach?
It was Arsene Wenger
Arsene Wenger.
when they had players like TT.
So maybe defensive is Arsenal's history.
And you are telling us, and you are telling us that they were gonna win.
They won the Premier League though.
Premier League, obvious.
Don't say it is.
I'm not gonna say it's easy, but obvious.
Obvious what?
I feel with the Premier League, it was always theirs to win. To be honest, it was always theirs to win. Okay, tell me who was gonna win. Who was
Man
gonna
City was catching up to them.
win? Man City was number one for how many weeks?
What?
It was 1 or 2
1
weeks.
week, 2 weeks, yeah.
Arsenal were number one
For a
for
long time, but
over 100 and something days.
okay, me, I don't want to get into what happened to me.
They can be consistent.
I don't want to
Arsenal
get
can
into
be consistent.
what happened 2022, but let me just give Arsenal's flowers for now. They did good in the Premier League.
And I'm also gonna just say their refs.
Mhm.
Their refs.
Mhm.
But how do you tell me Uguti, Arsenal went the whole Premier League without conceding a penalty?
Because that defense is good.
Aye. There is no team I can tell you that goes a whole league
But I
without
feel like
conceding a penalty.
no matter what-
Or a red card in that matter, the way Arsenal
No,
plays.
no matter what you guys are gonna blame the refs for everything.
Refs.
The refs are only doing their job. They're professionals. When you can't do any refing that's better.
I
From
mean, I can
outside
do
there,
that.
from your TV with your beers and shit, drinking at your couch, they say it's a penalty. You don't know nothing. These are professionals. These are the professionals.
I mean, I can tell you
When
it's a
they-
penalty. When Gabriel has pulled someone's t-shirt, I can tell you it's a penalty. You're not gonna go to VAR and waste 5 minutes
Nah.
and then do this.
So
no
I think
penalty.
FIFA should hire him. Yeah.
Me, Vele can hire me.
Yeah, for a referee.
I can do it for free. I don't need to get paid. Give me Arsenal today. Give me Arsenal today. You'll see that.
And then
you'll get
rev
the
it.
penalties. I mean, I can take it now.
And
fine.
I feel like them losing the Champions League was like kind of like a good thing for Arsenal as well, to them to have goals for next season, even if they're not gonna win the Premier League.
Good thing for the good
And
thing for football.
And also for football, because those fans were getting too out of hand. The Messi's comparison to Saka was too much now. Now at least they can rest and go sleep.
I was hearing discussions about Declan Rice must win Ballon d'Or. I'm like, yo, now we're doing
I
so
think
much.
that's
in
too
football.
much.
That's too much.
We're doing too much.
That's too much.
Yeah. So let
Yeah, I thought that was too much. But yeah, gents, that's our discussion. Just PSG, wanted to share a wrap up about PSG and Arsenal. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching another episode of GameIQ Podcast. Before you leave, obviously, like, subscribe, and put on your notification bell so you know you're notified when we next drop, next episode. We're gonna drop episode 3 very soon. So keep
Very,
watching.
very, very soon.
Very
And
soon.
don't forget to share the video, obviously.
Yes.
And we just need subscribers, guys. Can you guys please? I'm kind of begging you right now.
He's
Can you guys
begging you.
Because we need the subscribers to make this thing a big thing. Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Doing there now, gents. You wanna take a nice thumbnail, guys? Just if you guys don't know how to hold the shit, don't hold the shit, gents. Yeah, put it like that, gents. Aye.
Okay, you're gonna do it again. Show us. Okay,
This thing can just be like this, gents.
but will it show? How will it show ya?
The fancy. Let me see. Yeah, now it's beautiful. You see, such a producer, such a good guy. Ain't I? See, I'm the best guy you guys ever had. I feel it. Okay.